Well, Merry Christmas Eve, YouTube friends and family, and welcome to today's thrifting adventure. So, I don't want to copy Miss Tessie over at Homestead Tessie. She does Thrifty Thursday. I've been doing Throwback Thursday, but today, instead of sharing a vintage kitchen appliance with you, I accidentally went thrifting, and oh my word, do I have some treasures to share with you. Stay tuned. So, before we get into the haul, I would like to ask you all for your prayers for my son, Benjamin. Um, Ben has come down with not COVID, a respiratory illness, and of course, he's very concerned that he doesn't give it to me, which I'm relatively healthy and I think it'll be fine. But I don't think I've ever shared this on my channel. My son was 11 weeks premature and weighed 3 pounds, 3.5 ounces at birth. And because of his prematurity, he was on a ventilator for a period of time and has struggled with some reactive airway disease, commonly called asthma, a lot in childhood, much better in his adult years. My son will be 37 next month. Hard to believe. So if you all would pray for Ben that he will begin to feel better quickly. My son never calls off work, and he actually could not work yesterday, and that's highly unusual. So I would appreciate that. All right, so first thing I want to share with you all is I'm going to try to do a Thursday, Friday, and then I will have a Christmas Day video up because Saturday is my normal day. So I've got a lot of filming and a lot of cleaning to do today and some preparation for, of course, the whole holiday. Christmas Eve I'll be spending with my mom. Christmas Day, of course, my son will be home. So I had taken some of my cookies and candy to my neighbor, and I had made them a wreath for their front door. And I was so utterly delighted. Two things. One is these adorable, can y'all see? They're little snowman earrings. I just absolutely love them. She also gave me some Amish dishcloths that are so amazing. They're just the right weight to wring out. So thank you so much, Sue and Larry, if you're watching. One of the things I wanted to show you is look at this gift bag, guys. It's actually cloth. It's felt and fabric that's been adhered to the bag. Now, Sue is an excellent seamstress. She did not make this, but I will be saving this bag. Y'all know I hate to wrap. And maybe trying to recreate it. I just see so many possibilities. So the bag's been painted with an acrylic paint, but isn't it absolutely lovely? I think so. All right, so I actually have 3 hauls, if you will, to share with you. One is, we have a little joke in my family that I like to go shopping at Mom's. I do like to look at her keepsakes, and Mom likes to pass certain things over so she can watch me enjoy, number 1. Number 2, I stopped at the Goodwill, and number 3, I went to my local thrift store, and that's where I found some amazing finds. So let's get into the haul. All right, guys, well, let's get into the haul. So I have an older sister, just one sibling, and she does not watch my videos, so I can sneak and show you something. So I was going through some of the cupboards at my mom's house in her storage area, and I found, and it's very hard to see because it's faded, I found 2 baby bibs. This one's a little plainer. They actually say Teresa, which is my sister's name, that my grandma, Victoria, embroidered for her. So I will be gifting those to her for part of her Christmas. And then I also found, guys, you talk about a walk down memory lane. Look at this. The Dating Game. Do you remember the show, The Dating Game? This is copyrighted 1967, so I would have only been 6, so I have a feeling this was my sister's game, not mine. So I'm going to surprise her with that. along with, you know, a couple other little things that I have for her. So that was sort of like regifting a gift. But I just love finding treasures from childhood. And this, I actually found this in my father's closet. So for whatever reason, he had held on to it. And that's one area that I have a lot of difficulty looking in, is my dad's closet. Okay, no crying, Kim. So there had been this box, and it was stuck in an upper storage cabinet. And I kept asking, I could tell it had like glassware in it, but I kept asking Mom, what is it? What is it? What is it? You want to say hello? Hold on, guys. Come here. Oh, come here and say hello to the peoples. Tell everybody I've been being very good. I have not knocked over the Christmas tree, and I'm getting ready for the Santa cat. You want to say hello? Oh, no, you're just going to go to sleep. Oh, gosh. He has been extremely good since he knocked over the Christmas tree. So back to the box. I could not figure out what was in the box. What was in the box? And it was stuck. So I finally was able to pull it out, balance it on my head. And I am so glad I did. So that's where I found the bibs. I also found baby doll bibs that my grandma embroidered. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, this is a little collar. No, I'm sorry, it's not. It was handmade in the Philippines. I think it is an infant bib. So a few, either baby doll bibs, or look how sweet this one is. So I'm going to try to wash those by hand with some OxiClean, see if I can brighten those up. So that's pretty exciting. But what was in the box? All right, guys, get ready to laugh. My mother, who did not smoke, collected ashtrays. And the newspaper pieces that are in the box are dated 1955. My mother was married in 1950, so yeah, it's a little bit old. The paper basically just disintegrates, but I wanted to share a couple of the adorable ashtrays. So this one says, place your butts here, and even has the little toilet lever, you know, to flush with. It works. And then the ashtray here, and it is Rock City. And Rock City was a place that we visited when I was young, growing up on vacation. So I thought this was just super cute. I'm not going to go through all of them. Some of them are the metal ashtrays that have state names. And my mother's brother was in this service. He was a lifetime service man. And so some of these things are from him. This needs cleaned up. But this is a planter that he sent her when he was stationed, I think, in Japan. So how about that? And then the treasure one that I plan to keep and display, even though I don't smoke, is this here. So it is in mint condition, definitely 1950s by the style, by the color, by the date on the newspaper. And it's from Carl Henry's General Store in Index, Kentucky. So wonderful treasure. Son, if you're watching this, turn it off. I was able to find an ashtray from when my dad, who did smoke at the time, was stationed in Germany, that he had purchased along with a silver engraved lighter that I'll be giving my son for Christmas. So I love discovering the treasures, but I also love to share them. So that was the freebies. So yesterday I needed to run to Walmart. I needed eggs and one ingredient for Christmas dinner that I overlooked. So if you've been in Walmart recently, this is not a good time of the year to go to Walmart. So it was really crazy. And drop me a comment below. One of the most frustrating things to me about Walmart, well, there's two of them. One is it's all self-checkout at my Walmart now, which I was behind a lady who obviously had never checked herself out before, not being critical, and was having a great deal of difficulty getting things to scan, so it took a lot longer. So that's one of my pet peeves. And the other thing is all the people that are ordering for pickup, the Walmart employees have these huge carts and they just completely block the aisles. And it makes it very difficult if you're shopping with a cart to get through the aisles to get things done in a very timely manner. So there's my pet peeve about Walmart. But at any rate, I was so frustrated when I left. I thought, you know what? I am going to pop into Goodwill and just see. I do have a reproduction vintage record player that plays vinyl records. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but Goodwill's, at least in my area, sell their vintage vinyl for $1. Now, you're not going to find rock and roll. You're going to find truly vintage 50s, 60s, a lot of people you've never heard of. So I was able to pick up a few things. So y'all know my love of Audrey Hepburn. I was able to get the soundtrack from Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I do not see a copyright on there, but it has, you know, stills from the movies, and it's really, really lovely instrumental music. So $1 there. This one is actually pretty neat too. It's Christmas songs for the family. White Christmas, Rudolph, Christmas is for the family, I heard the bells on Christmas Day, Jingle Bells, etc., etc. So, you know, some traditional music, and it is both instrumental and voice. And then the bargain, which y'all may laugh, is Lawrence Welk Champagne Music Varieties. So if you like to have some background music, I mean, Lawrence Welk is lovely, right? It is in excellent condition. Again, I did not see any copyright on this. So this is what the inside looks like. And you flip it down and it has dividers. It actually has 6 volumes of double-sided records. So I thought this was really, really cool for $1. And the records are totally in mint condition. I don't think they've ever been played. I think this was something that somebody just had and didn't like or didn't use, and it came from Reader's Digest Pleasure Programmed, manufactured especially for Reader's Digest by Radio Corporation of America, New York, New York. So, and they are RCA records. So very, very neat there. So then when I was walking around, and I don't really think this is valuable, guys, I found this lovely, lovely candy dish, which I just thought it was so, so pretty. It's cut glass. It's not crystal, but $1.99. I thought that was a good deal. So I'll be able to display my cookies and candy that I made for Christmas dinner. And then the last thing I purchased, which might have been a little excessive, guys, look how lovely these napkins are. So they are a satiny material, and there's 10 of them. So they're nicely hemmed, and I paid $2.99 for the 10 napkins, so 29 cents a piece. And as you see, they're sort of a silky material. They don't look like they've ever been used. So I am going to share these, some for my mom, some for my sister, and everybody will have some Christmas napkins. So I thought that was kind of neat. So once I kind of got grooved in, and I thought, you know what? I need to see if the thrift store in my little town is open, because I haven't been there very much. And usually around Christmas time, they will start to have sales so that people can pick up outfits for Christmas or for regifting. And this particular thrift store is unlike any I've ever been to. If anything has even a small spot on it, they do launder things, but if they cannot get it out, the item is free. So then you can take it home and attempt to get the spots out. I have purchased many, many beautiful linens there that had a little spot here or there that were, I guess I didn't purchase them, they were free, that I was able to bring home, use some OxyClean, and get them perfectly clean. So I headed uptown, and lo and behold, they had this huge sign out on the sidewalk that said, Christmas sale, all items $1. So what did I find? Stay tuned. All right, let's get into the goodies I found. I'm gonna start here with the vintage purses. So this is obviously a summer purse. Definitely, it has the chain handle, the pinch clasp. It is in perfect shape. It does not have a maker's label, but inside here you can see it's lined in bright gold. I have not taken any disinfecting wipes to it, but I'm sure it'll brighten up a little bit. So yes, this was find number one. Will be perfect for spring and summer. Number two, this one I'm gonna say might even be 40s. I don't think it's 50s because the handle is rigid. It again has the little clasp and it's in excellent condition. So it has a cell phone pocket, which I'm sure that's not what they used it for. That's probably for lipstick. But lining completely intact. A little bit of discoloration here on the brass, which I don't mind at all. So why do I like vintage purses? I have a tendency to overload my purse, which is really bad for my back. So this keeps me honest and I can't put as much in there. And then the final. Now this one has a little issue, but is this not absolutely gorgeous? So it's in great shape, except that I believe there's a little bit of the clasp missing on this side, but it functions perfectly. It has a zipper pouch that works. It's in great shape on the inside, and it's just as cute as can be. It's a little bit bigger, but you know, thin line. And I'm going to say this is probably 60s, the beige 50s, and the black 40s. Could be earlier, but I'm gonna guess on 40s. So those were some great vintage finds. I've been looking for some vintage style modern shoes because I generally, as y'all know, I'm either barefoot or in flip-flops in the summer, and in the winter I wear house slippers indoors and Ugg boots. So I needed something to go with some of those pretty black dresses I have, and look at these guys. Totally vintage style. I don't believe they've ever been worn. Nothing has worn on the inside at all. It doesn't look like they've been walked on. These were probably a Goodwill purchase, judging by the tag, but of course I got them for just $1. They are suede and they are in perfect condition, so I was super excited, and they fit. How about that? So then I thought, well, I'm doing so well. I picked up a paperback book for 50 cents. I spent a total of $19.75 there with tax, and wait till you see what I got. So the very first thing I got is this vintage-ish sweater. Now, a lot of these items are not vintage. I went more for style, how I like. Some are vintage, some are not. So this is probably 70s, as we talked about the labeling, etc. But it is in perfect condition. So I immediately came home yesterday, washed everything up, hung it to dry, and everything came out beautifully. So I was very excited about that. So this lovely set of pajamas I also purchased. And these actually, I was able to look up the tag. It's by age group is the name of the brand. So it looks like it was 1983. Nice, warm, heavy pajamas, sort of a 3/4 length, fit perfectly, $1. And then along with that, now guys, you're gonna think I'm dressing granny, but this robe is totally amazing. So this is a JCPenney Mrs. Robe. It is blue velour. It fits like a dream. So this is probably 70s as well, but washed up beautifully. I just absolutely love it, and it's nice and warm for this freezing cold house. So I need pajamas like I need a hole in the head, but I absolutely love loungewear, so could not pass that up. And then finally, I not only got this sweater, I purchased several cardigans and then a few just tops. So these are not vintage, but I thought this would look lovely. The shorter cardigan with a black dress has all the beading still intact, $1. This one I absolutely love. It totally has the vintage look. It is orange, and I'm not a big wearer of orange, but I do have some brown, so I thought this would look pretty with this beading having a little bit of brown on it too. And it doesn't have any buttons, it just hooks here. And this is actually Ann Taylor, so I'm going to guess that's probably 90s. This is not vintage, but again, I guess I didn't hang that up very nicely. Kind of has that 50s cardigan look. 3/4 length sleeves, but they have the cute little ruffle and then the detail on the buttons, and I just thought that was lovely too. Great for jeans. This actually is vintage. It's by Top Knits. It has rhinestone buttons. I'm going to say probably, it might be, it does have a size, so I'm going to say 71 or after, but it has the little ruffles down the front and the rhinestone buttons. I thought that was very nice. Just a plain and simple red cardigan, again, like a 3/4 length sleeve, and probably 90s, maybe 80s, but probably 90s. So someone donated a lot of cute things. This is definitely not vintage. It is a Banana Republic shirt, but it has that neckline with the button that definitely reminds me of the 50s style. Again, 3/4 length sleeves. I just thought it was great, and I'm wondering if one person kind of donated all of those sweaters. And then just for fun, a nice sweatshirt, not vintage. Yeah, this is a Kohl's product. And then this I just thought was pretty, and it is another Ann Taylor, and it's just a very lightweight floral sweater. So all set between Goodwill, I spent $9.45 at Goodwill and $19.75 at the thrift store. I think I really got some good deals. So I hope you've enjoyed my little thrift haul. Girl does not need clothes, guys. I will fully admit that. However, I did do a huge clean out early summer and donated to that thrift store. And yesterday, they had put out a call for winter coats. So I had gone through my coats and taken a huge pile of coats, because I never wear them, up to the store. And I saw a younger girl checking out with one of my ski jackets. So that made me very happy to see that somebody was going to have further life. One of the reasons I so enjoy thrifting, guys, is think about it. Some people call it slow fashion. I had never heard that term before, but basically you're giving articles of clothing that maybe you're tired of. You're donating it to a good cause. This is a not-for-profit, faith-based thrift store, and they give back to the community in many ways, including running the food pantry. And we're also keeping all of these articles of clothing out of the landfill, plus we're being budget friendly for ourselves. So there's a lot of reasons that I really enjoy thrifting. So what's yet to come this week? So I know y'all are probably going to be busy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. If I can get myself going, I have a lot to do. My to-do list is 2 notebook sheets long. I am going to try to film a short craft video. If you need to make a last-minute card, you're not going to want to miss this one. I have a new craft machine called a Cricut Maker that I'm going to fire up and try to make a couple very pretty Christmas cards that I've selected. So stay tuned for that. And then Christmas Day, I will be doing my home decor Christmas tour, probably set to music with a little bit of voiceover. So right now I'm in my bedroom. Obviously, I have my wreath that I made on the bed, and then my pink and teal Christmas quilt and pillow shams. So you're getting a little sneak peek. So I hope you will take time this week to be good to yourself. Don't get overwhelmed. Try to make memories and enjoy the memories, and don't stress about all the little details. I'm giving myself a lecture for sure. So I will see you a little bit later this week. I hope that you all are well, healthy, and blessed. Take care.